Takže dobrý den, já vás vítám tady v Marriotu, jsme právě v lobby, nacházíme se v Praze a máme pro vás exkluzivní rozhovor s Badboyem. So Badboy, welcome.
Hello.
Come in Prague. Okay. Thank you, make a time to us. A my vám chceme udělat s Badboyem exkluzivní rozhovor o tom, co Badboy učí v Chorvatsku, co se můžete naučit a jakým způsobem nějaký základní principy o tom, jak svádět ženy. So, please, Badboy, tell me, let's say first 10 minutes, let's talk a little bit about you. Let's talk about your boot camps, what you offer to students, and let's talk about what you teach the students. So let me something about you. How did you get in the Seduction community? Because you were mentioned in the book The Game, which wrote Neil Strauss many years ago. So how did you get in Seduction?
Yeah, basically, I got in a community on the very beginning, so basically on the creations of the community, accidentally, because I know I was reading some newspapers and they were like making fun of some website, you know, kind of they're like making. Back then, I was okay with girls. I mean, I was in a relationship. I had girlfriends.
Okay.
So basically,
So you didn't have a problem with the girls?
I didn't have I know I did home parties. I was like some girlfriend, like in a college. I was in a relationship.
Yeah.
I was never able to go out to the club and get girls in a club.
Okay.
Because I had no fucking idea how.
Okay. Or in the day, or during the day.
Yeah, I mean, like yeah. I wasn't able to do the kind of like cold approach and whole thing. Yeah. But I was I could talk, I could have fun, I know. For me, I was in a, I had like a party at my house, and I'll take the girl, take out to the terrace, talk with her there, kind of kiss and everything. I mean, I did almost everything, but for me back then it wasn't isolation, it wasn't kiss calls, it was just normal, you talk with a girl here, you move her there, you talk with her, you kiss her, like. So by joining the community, actually, I discovered how much I know. And so back then it was only indirect and whole basically like the whole movement of talk with the girls and do all indirect and everything, kind of occupy the group.
Yeah.
Which I was like, okay, okay, probably maybe that's the way for the clubs, maybe that's how it is,
Yeah.
So I went to the clubs and I was trying to behave nice, to kind of downplay my dominance and power, just
Because by the rules.
Yeah, kind of do it slow and kind of learn all those routines. I mean, and I was like, fuck, after 2 months or 1 month, I realized actually it doesn't work for me, and that's not the way. So basically, I tried. Okay, let me see, will it work? What I usually do.
Okay.
Approach a girl. I like you, gonna take dominance, power, leading, and I was like, fuck, this works, So I found basically that works better than what was told there. So basically, I started posting, and one thing led to another. Like a few months later, I was doing training workshops.
Yeah. So the real natural game.
Yeah.
Let's say. So not the classic, the pickup artist, like the indirect opener.
Yeah, because I mean, look, the whole that thing is not you. I mean, you're learning somebody's routines, you're learning somebody's stories. That's not you. That's fake.
It's not your personality.
Yeah, so basically, from day one, I was preaching. I focused on basically you being a natural, dominant, direct man. What girls are looking for. Yeah. Girls are looking for the man, who is honest with himself, so he can be honest with girls. And that was basically my theme, how I branded myself, in a way
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, be dominant, be smooth, be spontaneous, be direct, sexual.
Yeah. So that was, how did you go? What was your start? And how long did it take you to go from the zero to the point that you are very good?
I think it took me around, basically from the point zero where I basically started going to the clubs, got used to the environment. It took me around maybe like a year and a half till I actually learn because I mean it's different when you're hanging out with social circle than new groups. So basically it took me some time to gather the knowledge, learn what's allowed in a club, what's not. So basically I can take the girl to the toilet and get a blowjob in the toilet within half an hour. It took me around 2 years. Yeah.
Did you have any help from another man?
No, basically I'm self-trained. No.
Just
back then there was nobody, especially not in Europe. Like back then there was like mystery Ross Jeffries in America, and more or less that's it. That was like 1998 or 9, It was like 11, 12 years ago.
Okay. So, and what can you teach the students? Let's say somebody is interested in Czech Republic or whenever to go to Croatia. So what do you offer for the students?
So basically what now what I'm teaching, mostly focusing is becoming a man. Okay, that's what lots of guys see. That's the problem of. Actually, one of the biggest problems in our community is they're boys. They're still boys, you know. So basically, they're still playing computer games. They're, you know, they need to become a man.
Yeah.
Okay, lots of guys. See, it's funny, but it's not. I mean, it's not their fault. It's a cultural fault. See, we are Western culture. It's probably the only culture on the planet in history that's you probably heard of it. You know, have you heard of rituals? Basically, becoming a man. You know, kind of coming to the age rituals. You know, kind of when in Africa, when a boy goes to the forest, you know, kills a lion, comes back.
They come to the mountain.
Exactly.
They have to pick up something.
Or you know, he has to kill a lion with bare hands. He becomes a man.
Yeah.
See, even back in Balkans, basically in Eastern Europe, there was like, you know, ritual of becoming a man. But today there's no. You know, there's no such a ritual. There's no, like, you know. So some guys, they simply they get good. You know, they feel good. They become a man. Yeah. They get male energy. Some boys, they're still boys. They get old, but they're still boys. Usually like a 35-year-old guys who are old, but they're still boys. They're still playing computer games. They're still boys, and that is a problem. So basically, a round of my teachings is basically that. You know, it's kind of, you know, how to become a man, how to be dominant, interesting, sexual. You know, kind of, you know what you want. You're not afraid to get it. Like, you know. And plus, what is the big problem is guys are confused. Okay.
About what?
About girls, about not knowing what they want, why they want it. Like, I mean, like, you know, look. I mean, you can complicate it, but actually it's very simple. If you just want to get laid, let's say you just want to go out and you just want to fuck girls. Fuck. You know, that's okay. You know, but there are girls in a club who go to the club to want to get laid as well. And there's like, I don't know, 15, 20% of the club on average in a country, basically in normal countries like, I don't know, Czech, Croatia, or like, are the girls in a club who are there, who are horny, who came to the club to get laid. Yeah. As well, there are girls who are there looking for a boyfriend. So that's what's it's stupid about community. It's kind of you have to go out and do 25 approaches. Why? You can go out and do one approach and get laid. But approach the right girl.
Yeah, you have to recognize this.
Of course, that's everything starts. Everything starts from there. It's like, okay, you go to the club. What do you want? Why you are there? You're there to look. Basically, there are three things. You're there to socialize, have friends. Basically, you know, you get female friends, so you can basically fuck maybe some girl or something.
Facebook and
exactly. Okay, if you're there to socialize, perfect. Okay, socialize. If you're there to find a girlfriend, excellent. There are girls, emotional girls who are in a club, who are quality girlfriends, material. As well, there are girls, sluts, party girls who are just horny in a club, who just want to fuck. What do you want?
Okay, I understand. So,
the worst thing is to go out and practice. You're practicing what? I had a guy, a recent student in America, he did like 3,000 approaches in 1 year.
That's enough.
It's a lot. I don't think, non-success, maybe one kiss close. I think in my life I haven't done more than 1,000 approaches. Like maybe, I have no idea. I don't think it's more than 1,000. But you don't have to. You can, what I teach is basically like that. Recognize what you want, have a proper game for it. Look, if you are going for insta-fuck, basically I'm gonna fuck a girl within 5-10 minutes, your game is gonna be different than if you are selling yourself as a boyfriend.
Okay, it's different, yeah, of course.
You know, if you want a relationship, you're not gonna take her to a toilet and get her to do a blowjob, and fuck her like in a toilet, like within 10 minutes, You're gonna be talk with her, you're gonna buy her a drink, you're gonna create wide and deep rapport, you're gonna kind of move, lead, take her on date 1, 2, 3, create emotional connection, take her on a date 1, 2, 3, and fuck her there, jump in a relationship, Yeah. If you want a slut, you're not gonna talk. If you just wanna fuck, okay? You're not gonna run a cube on her. You're not gonna create emotional connection. You're not gonna discuss your history and your childhood and talk about your little niece that's dying from a cancer. If you just wanna fuck her, You go just be like a fully sexual, dominant, take her to the toilet and fuck her.
Yeah.
Simple.
Well, we are from animals,
But
so
exactly, but the problem is like because like I see lots of guys in the community, lots of you guys who go to the club, approach girls, sluts, and you're running fucking cubes on them, routines, and you're trying to emotionally connect with them. And they're in a club just to fuck. And then you go, I don't know, you go to the emotional girls and you're trying to have one night stand with them. A girl who is looking for a soulmate, you're trying to fuck her. You're totally confused. You don't know what you're doing.
and then you take the number of Facebook and start
Yeah,
working
like
after, and you say, why I made a mistake, it's not working.
Or it's like you approach a girl that, look, she dressed herself, she prepared herself, she shaved her legs, shaved her pussy, she took a shower. It took like 1 hour to get ready for the sex. And then you go to the club and then you get a phone number from her.
Yeah,
And then you wonder why it's a flake.
yeah. I understand, yeah.
Look,
That's true.
someone fucked her.
That's true. Okay.
And then you call tomorrow, yes, move on.
Okay, yeah, let's move. So last question in this section, how many students you help already? 1,000?
Probably I did more than a couple of thousand, 3,000-5,000 so far. Well, I'm coaching, training people for like probably 6-7 years.
Okay, so your bootcamp is actually to become a real man.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So basically we are not teaching routines, we are not teaching, how to talk. Yes, but more like, basically it's inside, how, it's you becoming a man. And basically we give you all of the tools and techniques for you to get a girl.
Okay.
And basically, that's why my trainings are extreme. They're basically 7 days, some basically summer camps, we take them on some, desert place like island and just run like a 7 days extreme, 7 days, day and night, 24 hours. And we just kind of brainwash them till they, grew up and, they start accepting the thing. And
yeah.
So it's a lots of work from our instructor side, lots of work from student side as well, but that's how it is. It has to be extreme. It has to be really tough. And
Okay. Okay, so let's go to another section, which is the beginning. That's the inner game and approach anxiety. That's the first step. What do you think about inner game? Important, not important?
Okay, so there are two things. Okay, there is one end. There is a tools and techniques. Okay, of getting a girl, which means openers, what to say, kiss closes, I don't know, Instafucks, how to get a girl in a toy, how to make a normal girl horny, how to make a horny girl even more hornier, how to, I don't know, lead, spin her against the wall, those are tools and techniques, flakes, anti-flakes, text messages, those are tools that you use.
There's many of them.
Exactly, there's a many of them, but those are tools. On the other end, there's inner game, okay? It's your mental state.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, it's like your beliefs, attitudes, your energy, your state, your thought about women, your beliefs about women, about yourself, about you being a man. Can one work without another? Not really. You can have all the tools and techniques.
Without this?
But what if you don't feel right? You don't feel motivated. You feel bored. You
don't smile.
You feel you have no good energy. It's not gonna work. With all the best tools. On the other hand, you can feel the greatest. You can feel the best in the planet. But if you don't know how to kiss her, you don't know.
You don't know how to sell yourself.
You don't know strategy. You're ignoring her friend, or if she's with a boyfriend, you know how to get rid of the boyfriend. You're not gonna be good. You may get laid because of you feel good, but it's not consistent.
Yeah.
So basically, both go hand in hand, and basically you have to get good at both. Tools and techniques and inner game, and then you're on the top.
Okay. Okay. What about the approach anxiety? We talked this about a little bit in the car. How you deal with this with your students? But this is a mental state which stops you to do the first step. She's too beautiful.
Yes.
I don't know what to say.
Yes, and it's very hard to deal it with yourself. It's very hard to solve that problem by yourself. That's why basically the easiest way to solve the problem is basically to outsource that to some trainer, coach who can actually getting rid of approach anxiety is really simple. I have my tools, how I do it, and I can do it in a couple of hours, probably not in less than a day. I can move people from very high approach anxiety to basically none. You know, the way I do it, basically I have my tools. It's company secret.
Okay.
But yes, it's possible. It's very hard to do it by yourself because it's like a it's like a self-hypnosis. You don't have authority over yourself to change yourself. You know, it's kind of saying yourself like, okay, now I'm gonna be confident. Your conscious like, no, you're not confident. You know.
Yeah.
So it has to do it somebody else for you, the best way. You know, someone has to push you, and yeah, I mean, on summer camps I'm using lots of tools like a lasers, you know, stun gun. I mean, like, you know, I have fucking shitload of things that we do to get your approach anxiety, you know, and I'm telling you, that is, see, for the guys, it's the biggest problem.
Yeah, this is the biggest problem.
It is the biggest problem, but from my instructor side, it's the smallest problem. For me, it's the bigger problem if the guy doesn't know what to talk, you know, or for example, he's not socially calibrated, you know, or you know, he dressed really bad. That's a bigger problem for me. That's harder to solve than approach anxiety. Approach anxiety I can solve in few hours, you know.
Okay.
I mean, for him to change his clothes, and it's going to take me whole day or 2-3 days, you know.
Yeah, I think if you change your clothes, it helps you to a little bit feel better.
Yes, of course it helps. Everything helps. Like,
you,
know,
man.
go buy yourself a Rolex, it helps you. Like, you know, drive a nice car, it helps. Everything helps. But there's no magic pill. You know, there's lots of things. You know, lots of
inside
small
here.
things. It's what you drink, what you eat, people you hang out, music you listen, girls you fuck. It's everything. Friends you have, car you drive, you know, people you surround yourself, movies you watch. It's everything. It is everything because it is the core of your life.
Yeah. That's the reason why the football players have nice girlfriend, no, but because they are
But
famous.
see, I met lots of football players. They still see the problem with football players is they're still passive. They're still waiting from the girls.
Yeah.
They're not
But
choosers.
they will come.
They're not choosers. They're chosen.
Yeah. Okay. Because they're famous, of course.
Girls are running. You know, basically they're falling under girls' game. They have no game. They have status.
Yeah.
And yes, look, there are three things that will get you laid. Okay. Thing number one, basically looks. Okay. Yes, there are some recorded cases in history when a guy got laid because of looks. It will happen.
So but if you look normally, regularly, you know, healthy, that's enough, let's say.
Yeah. Yes. Second thing is money. Yes, girls will fuck for the money. Some girls will fuck you do anything for the money. Okay. The third thing is personality.
Yeah.
Okay. Girls will fuck you for personality. They will love you for personality. Now, the problem of the community is like they focus only on personality. The whole pickup is saying like fuck looks, fuck money, just build personality. So basically they only build one extreme, which is stupid. The key is to be in a center.
Okay.
To have some looks, some money, and some personality. So basically you're balanced. You're in a center.
Okay, understand. Okay. All right. So let's talk. I'm in the bar or I'm in the street. I see a beautiful girl. What should I do? Well, how I should start?
Okay, now it depends by situation. Is she alone? She's with somebody, with a boyfriend, girlfriend. She's with mother. You know.
Okay, let's make it simple. She's in the park with the dog on the walk.
Let's see. That's basically the easiest one. You know, go there, stop her. You know, kind of dominant, like, you know, kind of, you know, stop. You can go into like, you know, direct. If you're ball switch, probably works the best. I like you. I want to get to know you. Who are you? Or like you say, I don't know why, but I like you. Who are you? What's your name? And then, of course, if she's a dog, dog is a replacement for the boyfriend.
Yeah.
You start the dog. Basically, you know, go down, you know, pay attention to the dog. You know, play with the dog, ask what's his name, you know, kind of have fun with him. You know, make a dog like you, she's gonna like you as well. And then, you know, kind of proceed from there. Look, if she's with a dog, it's her favorite topic. Talk about dogs, about animals, you know, get to know her to that part. Insta date, go for a coffee, always. If you can, always go for Insta date.
So this is what you recommend, instant date. No, take a phone or anything
Look,
like that.
phone number. I hate guys who collect phone numbers. Okay, like collectors. I mean, can you fuck a phone number?
No, you can't.
I mean, actually, you can. You can write phone number on a piece of paper, drew a hole.
Yeah, that's very nice.
You can fuck the phone number.
Yeah, I see this many men, but don't satisfy it. So
Yeah. So, look, if you have an option to fuck her, there. Why phone number? Phone number is a last resort for me. If I cannot fuck her, I cannot move her, I cannot bounce her to new life, I cannot kiss close, I cannot finger her, you know, I cannot isolate her, cannot kiss her. If there's nothing else I can do, I'll go for a phone number.
Okay. Okay, understand.
It's like I had like a case, like I don't know, it was like a few months ago, weeks, months, I don't know. February, January. I took a girl to the toilet in a club, 10 minutes of talking, took her to the toilet, get her down to suck my dick. When she was sucking my dick, I'm like, you know what? I like the way you do it, you know, give me a phone number. I'm upgrading you. And I upgrade her to the girlfriend.
That's good. All right.
She passed the test.
Okay, all right.
Make sense?
Makes sense, yeah. Makes sense. Okay, what about the body language? You need to have a good body language.
Yes, I mean, body language always helps. Like, you know, if you are relaxed, tired, using the space, you know, that's typical things that you have to have. Like, I mean, like, you know, if you're like, you know, like a pussy, like, you know, I mean, look, girl is gonna decide within 3 to 5 seconds in which category she's gonna put you in.
Mm-hmm.
You can be a friend, a boyfriend material, or guy to fuck. There's no other categories.
In 5 seconds.
Probably less.
So that the body language.
When you see a girl walking in, how long it takes you to think, will you fuck her, she's a girlfriend, or you just...
Less than a second.
So now let's see a girl that's like, I don't know, beautiful 19, 20, 21-year-old girl. How long it takes her?
I'd say 5 seconds.
Probably less, probably like milliseconds, but yeah. You know, let's say, okay, she's gonna let you open your mouth.
Yeah, okay, okay.
They're not different than we are. They're not different than we are.
Okay, I understand. You think you can say some, or one or two openers, what can you use in a club?
Always use, I have my default. Basically, I'm not occupying my head with openers, always like, basically my default is, I come there, basically it's kind of projecting what direct is, I'm choosing you. Mm-hmm. So basically not in those exactly words, but basically you say, you know, you are so damn sexy, who are you, what's your name, I like you.
Okay.
You know, or you know, if she's really beautiful, you know, if she's really sexy, I'm gonna say, you are so fucking sexy, and I'm gonna get to know you, who are you, what's your name.
Okay.
And that's it, you know, basically, it's projecting, I'm choosing you and I want to talk with you. If I want to talk. If I want to fuck, I'm going to be like, you know, you're so fucking sexy and I want to with you. Who are you?
Because I think if you go indirect, the girl's always like, he wants to get me. She knows, she feels. Yeah.
That's right, look, she knows it. It's like, you know you want to fuck her. She knows you want to fuck her. But then you're kind of, let me ask you something. I mean, look, indirect is good for some things, you know, maybe for day game is kind of, I mean, it's a good training wheel. You know, if you're starting, start with indirect, get good at talking with girls, you know, and then move towards direct. Yes, you know, that's probably how I did it as well, like, you know, a little bit of indirect, you know, direct. I mean, I still use it, there are some cases. I mean, look, if you are, it happened to me, I don't know, like last week. I was applying for a new passport, so I'm waiting in a police station in a line. There's a beautiful blonde behind me. I mean, can I just, there's like a full of people, there's probably 100 people around us, okay? I cannot turn around and say, you're so fucking sexy, who are you?
She will get a little bit nervous and she will...
Even it's gonna work on her, but it's not context, it's not socially acceptable. You know,
She would like to continue because she would like feel a little bit like a
look,
horn.
yeah, exactly. Because it's not. I'm not socially calibrated.
Yeah,
That doesn't fit there.
yeah.
You know. So what I did, I start talking. So you know, I mean, isn't it beautiful to be, you know, such? I mean, to waste a whole day.
It's such a long queue.
So you know, isn't beautiful to waste such a beautiful sunny day?
Yeah.
Here in a queue waiting for stupid like ideas instead of we should be drinking coffee outside in a park somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. So we talked. It was still, I don't know, was it indirect, direct? I have no fucking idea what it is. It's environment, you know?
Yeah.
But that fitted there.
Yeah, of course.
So you cannot always be a blind man, you know, you're direct, always direct, you know, kind of. Look, you're in a bus full of people. There's a girl next to you. You cannot be fucking idiot like you're so fucking sexy. Who are you? What's the name? You know?
Yeah, of course.
It's not gonna work.
She will jump over the bus.
But then you can start. Hey, let me ask you something. You know, which station is church? You know, she's like, it's station number 5. I'm like, oh, really? That's funny. I really want to see you. And then you transition. Actually, to be honest with you, I didn't approach you to ask you about stupid church. I approached you because
of course.
You have to transition.
That's the second point. Okay, you open the girl. That's a lot of students. They don't have a problem. They work with the approach anxiety. They open the girl. Let's say indirect or direct, whatever. Now after 2 minutes, they stop the words because they don't know how to continue.
Exactly, because all that indirect lost tourist dies after a while. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means like, you know, you have to have something prepared after that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not prepared. You have to go on. You cannot escalate from, hey, let me ask you something. You cannot be like, baby, you smell something. You cannot. There is no smooth sexual escalation that can work very well because, you know, it's not honest, you know.
Mm.
So what you have to do is, if you open with something that's, let's say, indirect or something spontaneous, you know, kind of normal, you talk about, I don't know.
Let's say about the bus. Yeah,
let's say, okay, in a bus. Okay, so you're in a bus. She's next to you. Okay. And you approach, hey, let me ask something, you know, where is the church, you know, that and that, or I'm sightseeing something. She's like, he's go there and then there. I'm like, okay. And then you get closer towards the ear and say, actually, to be honest with you, I didn't approach to ask you about stupid church. I approached you because you are so damn beautiful. And now you go there, and I want to get to know you. Who are you? What's your name? So first part is destroying.
Okay.
That's a reframe. Destroy the frame. Create a new frame. So I didn't approach it. Actually, to be honest with you, I didn't approach to ask you about my little niece and gifts. I approached it because you are so damn beautiful or sexy. Depends what she is. And I want to get to know you. Who are you? What's your name?
That's what I meant.
And then now you create the frame. I am choosing you, and I'm here because I like you.
Yeah.
And now you can build the true connection, emotional connection on top of it.
Okay. So, because I read the last little book, well, it was
That's my first book, yeah.
It was a website book. And it was right, no transition, just ask a question. It was like ask a question. What do you do? What do you like to do? I think this is the wrong way at the first time, at the beginning of the conversation.
Look, it's simple. First, you have to build foundation, okay? So, like building a house. You build foundation, okay?
Yeah.
Solid foundation. And that is the frame. So actually, I will even, if you ask me, I will even reframe opener. Actually, not reframe. I will rename openers as a frame setter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Why? Because look, if you're the girl and I approach you, hey, let me ask you something. Okay. He wants to talk.
Yeah.
Okay? If I approach you, I like you. Who are you? Okay? Now, if I approach, you are so damn beautiful, and I'm going to get to know you. I'm choosing. See, I'm creating the frame, some frame. Either it's like me, pussy, or like indirect. Hey, sorry, let me ask you something.
I show what I want.
Exactly. You are creating something, and now basically the whole game you are building on top of it. That's why you cannot mix direct and indirect.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot go like you're so fucking sexy, basic approach, very dominant way, and then go into cube and then fall back into indirect and then push pulls and other bullshit that people are teaching.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I continue in the conversation, and I have to build the attraction.
Not really. I mean, attraction
In direct game, there is no such thing as attraction. Attraction is part of the opener.
Okay.
The whole, see, that's the difference between indirect and direct. The whole attraction phase is compressed into the opener. So it's the opener, attraction, and the rest is connection.
Yeah, but I have to sell myself. You know, because if I will talk to the girl and I will talk wrongly, no, I want to be fun enough and I will be boring. I want to get her, probably. You need to use some. You need to a little bit be funny, a little bit humor, because humor is the best way.
Humor is just the way to make them relax. There are better ways to make them relaxed.
Okay, so what do you use for attraction? Or some basic tips?
There's no. You are the attraction. You are the attraction. You come there and saying, I am choosing you because I like the way you look and you're the hottest girl here in this area.
Mm-hmm.
And that is attraction. If you convey the dominance, power, and you're doing that, you're conveying dominance, power, you're conveying like you're the man.
Yeah.
That's attraction.
Okay. Okay, so what's the basic tips to build the attraction?
So basically, attraction is there's no basic. If you're running attraction material, you're again running indirect game. Okay. Mm-hmm. Indirect game, basically, you being like a natural game, basically, it's you. You're showing you're approaching with your personality, with dominance, power.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
what every woman wants. She wants a guy who is dominant, confident, challenge, interesting, sexual adventure.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay. So basically now, if your body language sucks,
mm-hmm.
You have to convey that with words, with humor, with the routines that you're confident, dominant, interesting, powerful, challenge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you're just turn around. So let's see. If I approach a girl and I'm like, hey, let me ask you something. What do I convey?
That's confidence and you feel
nothing. And now,
nothing.
And now I need 25 minutes of material.
Yeah.
To build attraction.
The day, between X, whatever.
Exactly, whatever. But what if you approach a girl and you're like,
nice.
I like you. Who are you? What's your name? What do I convey now? Just with 2 seconds. What did I convey?
Conveys a very good confidence. That you don't have a fear. That
Dominance.
Dominance, yes, dominance.
Power.
Power.
Is it sexual?
Yeah, it is.
It's very sexual. It was very sexual.
Very
the
sexual.
look around,
Yeah,
like
sexual.
I like it.
Adventure.
this. Yeah, adventure. Because no one never did this.
Challenge.
Yeah.
Who is choosing who?
You choosing her.
I'm choosing her.
Yeah.
Who is above who?
You.
Me. What in this way? Sorry. See?
Yeah. Sorry. Why you ask her to sorry? Why you don't distribute?
Okay. So basically, that's what about being dominant? Why? Because basically, and that's why you don't need attraction, because you build attraction then and there in the first second. Basically, the whole opener is your attraction material. So if you fuck up the opener, you fuck up the attraction. That's why it has to be perfect,
Yeah.
But then basically, I managed to get, when I was designing the game, basically I managed to get rid of the 20 minutes of stupid attraction material and compress into 1 second. Okay. But there is no mistake. If you're shaking, there's no mistake for it. That's why basically you're showing yourself. You're selling yourself. But you're selling yourself in the best way. You're dominant, confident, interesting.
Yeah. That's
the
attraction.
And that's attraction. That's the core of attraction. And you're not building with words. You're building with body language, with you. The way to lead, okay? There are wrong ways to lead, basically. There's a verbal and non-verbal part, okay, in leading.
Yeah.
First is lots of guys, they're not sure, they ask for permission. Basically, if you're asking for permission, you're showing that you're weaker than her. You're not, all the dominant direct shit falls in the water. If you're like, hey, sorry, can we go there? Would you like maybe to go there? I'm here with my friends, whatever, It's always
finished,
Exactly, it's finished. You show your weakness.
Finish.
So what you have to do is you say, you made decision. Basically, your leader, she's following. We are going there, and then some reason why. Because usually they freak out. You don't tell them. If you just take her and go, and you don't say where you're going, why you're going, they freak out halfway. Because she doesn't know you're going to rape her or whatever.
Yeah.
So you put some bullshit excuse. We are going there, it's too loud here.
It's too small.
Yeah, it's. I'm thirsty, let's go there for a drink, let's go outside, it's too hot, it's too cold. Some bullshit reason for the logical brain.
Yeah.
Okay? Second part is the verbal part. How do you lead? Okay? Some guys they like to put hand behind back, which is kind of weak. Okay. Some guys they do this, but this is
She could slip.
with minimum resistance, you're not controlling her. It's game over. Okay. Some guys do this. That's wrong as well because it's kind of it's kind of romantic.
And then they take the hand to try if she trusts him.
Yeah. So basically, the best part, the one that really works well, 2 fingers, hook them here on the wrist. Okay. So let's hook here. So basically, you're holding Tanya somewhere here, and then you just kind of you go first, and she follows. Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll be like and basically, and never, again, small mistake that can fuck up a lot of things. Never keep eye contact. So after when you lead, so like blah 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 blah. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm thirsty. Let's get a drink. Take her by the hand and lead.
No eye
But no, yeah. Why? If you're looking back, watch this. So blah blah blah. You know what? Let's go there. Let's get a drink. Let's get a drink.
Try to see if she's okay with it.
I'm asking for permission.
Yeah,
I'm asking for approval.
Yeah.
So basically, you are asking
Are you
for
okay?
approval.
Can we go?
Yeah, is this okay what I'm doing? That's what you're signaling. And then she's gonna say, no, stop, no, exactly. So don't give her a chance. So blah, 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 eye contact, say, you know what, let's get a drink, toop. So, toop, or if your hand here, no, I don't know, if you're talking with her here, you can do smooth transition here, okay? So like kind of blah, blah. So it's not like a blah, 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 this, okay? It's like blah, 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 let's get a drink, toop. So it's like a smooth, like a zoop, smooth, it feels good, So there's no like a bam jump, kind of. And good thing about this leading is, if she stops, she's causing herself a pain.
Ah, so okay.
So she stops. She's basically so. If you know,
It's like a trap.
If you know a little bit of NLP, basically she's anchoring resistance with the pain.
Okay.
So kind of you do like 1 to stop, 1 to stop, stop. Come on. See what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Once you're leading her, once you have her arm, you need only one thing. That's a wall. And you can kiss her. So basically you need 2 things. You need a girl and the wall for this kiss close. So you take her, so you talk, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah.
Take her by the hand, let's go. Toop, toop, spin around, bam, kiss. One more time. Look, you walk, spin, hand goes around, toop, toop. She has no place to go.
Girl.
Most of my kiss closes are actually, again, like, they're not relying on words, they're relying on body language dominance because it's easier to control the body than the mind, than do the words, okay? You just want to kiss, you're talking with her in a club, you just go like, you talk about, what, I'm from Croatia, and Croatia is such a beautiful place. You know what's funny about Croatia? No. So we have like 3 sets of clubs. We have like blue clubs, we have like a dark clubs, and we have kiss.
It's also very smooth, powerful.
So it's like blah, 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 eye contact, toop, blah, 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 blah. You talk, you put a hand there, toop, toop.
Okay. So Badboy, thanks for the tips you show. It's very powerful. So let's finish this interview. Do you have something to say, something to boys? Or do you give some advice? Anything which you like to say?
I can talk for weeks for months probably about this, and I have lots of things to say. Something short. Don't give up. This is like learning how to drive. Learning like a new language, like learning how to talk. You chose to learn the most complex things on the planet, which is male to female communication. It is the most complex topic of all. And it's going to take you probably a couple of months, years, if you do it by yourself. If you hire a professional coach, someone who knows, it can take you up to a few days to get from 0 to getting laid. But remember, life is going to be the way you design it, the way you choose. If you choose to stay a loser, you're going to stay a loser. If you choose to change yourself, to become something, to invest into yourself, you're going to become something. All destiny, it's in your hands. You are creating your future, and you are responsible for your future. See, yesterday, just few memories, few pictures, few sounds in your brain, just few molecules. Don't let the yesterday design who you're gonna be tomorrow. Tomorrow is again nothing, it's a future. It's not solid. Tomorrow is a hope, a vision. Tomorrow doesn't exist. How many people are not gonna wake up tomorrow morning? So everything you have is today, this moment, this day, this night. So use it wisely. Seize your day. Do the best you can today. Carpe diem. That's my message to you.
Okay, Badboy, thank you very much. Takže ještě jednou děkuji Badboyi, že dneska přišel tady do hotelu Marriott, kde natáčíme v lobby. A na Badboye stránky se můžete podívat, to www.badboylifestyle.com. Každopádně to vidíte tady ve videu, v linku, že se na to můžete podívat. Badboy, thank you very much again for coming.
Thank you, Badboy.
Thank you.
And I hope, doufám, jste si to užili, že to bylo přínosné to video a zase někdy jindy naschle. Ahoj.
Děkujte nám pozornost, díky.